Good morning, students. Today, in this class, we are going to learn about the first aid for cuts and burns. Before moving on to the class, first of all, let's see what is a first aid. First aid is the first and immediate assistance given to any person suffering from either a minor or serious illness or injury, with care provided to preserve life, prevent the condition from worsening, or to promote recovery. The main objectives of first aid is to give help, to reduce the pain, and to save the life. Now let's see what are the uses of first aid. The purpose of first aid is to minimize injury and future disability. In serious cases, first aid may be necessary to keep the victim alive. First aid preserves life. The overriding aim of all medical care, which includes first aid, is to save lives and minimize the threat of death. First aid prevents further harm. Prevention of further harm includes addressing both external factors such as moving a patient away from any cause of harm and applying first aid techniques to prevent worsening of the condition. First aid also promotes recovery. First aid also involves trying to start the recovery process from the illness or injury, and in some cases, first aid might involve completing a treatment. Now let's see what are the first aid for cuts. Cuts. Many kids get a cut from falls or using sharp objects like scissors. Some cuts can be safely treated at home. Large gaping and deeper cuts or any wounds that won't stop bleeding need medical treatment. What to do? If the cut is severe and you can't get your child to a hospital right away or must wait for an ambulance, begin these treatments. Rinse the cut or wound with water and apply pressure with sterile gauze, a bandage, or a clean cloth. If blood soaks through the bandage, place another bandage on the top of the first and keep applying pressure. Raise the injured body part to slow bleeding. When bleeding stops, cover the wound with a new clean bandage. Now let's see what are the don'ts. Do not apply bandage too tightly. Do not use a tourniquet. A tourniquet is a bandage or a type of strip of cloth tied tightly around a limb to stop or slow the bleeding from a wound. Do not cough, sneeze, or talk while managing the wound. Do not touch the dressing surface which will be in contact with the wound. Do get urgent medical help if the cut is deep or its edges are widely separated or the cut continues to ooze and bleed even after applying pressure. Also, get urgent medical help if the cut or injury was caused by an animal or human bite, burn, electrical injury, or puncture wound, such as a nail. These are the do's and don'ts. Now, let's see what are the first aids for burns. Burns. It is the damage to the skin or deeper tissues caused by sun, hot liquids, fire, electricity, or chemicals. The degree of severity of most burns is based on the size and depth of the burn. What to do? If your child is severely burned, while you wait for help, begin these treatments. Remove clothing from the burned areas except clothing stuck to the skin. Run cool, not cold, water over the burn until the pain eases. Do not use ice cubes or ice water. It can cause more skin damage. Lightly apply a gauze bandage or a clean, soft cloth or towel. Do treat first degree burns with antibiotic ointment and loosely cover with gauze. Antibiotic ointments can be easily found at most drugstores and is handy to have around the house for various injuries. This is usually all the treatment that first degree burns require. Do seek immediate medical attention for second and third degree burns. See a doctor if the blisters are large and contain a cloudy fluid or if the blend area is oozing fluid. Now let's see what are the don'ts. Do not break any blisters that have formed. Do not put any ointments, butter, or other treatments on the burn. This can make it worse. Don't put butter on the burn to soothe the pain. An old home remedy for burns involves slathering the burn with butter to reduce the pain. But butter and other greasy substances can cause the burn to retain more heat, which can increase the severity of the burn. Third degree burns especially should not be treated at home. From this class, we can conclude that there are many situations which may require first aid. The ultimate goal of first aid is neither to treat nor to diagnose, but to stabilize the patient. The basic first aid training is a must for every individual. Knowledge about first aid promotes the sense of safety and well being amongst people. Therefore, we need to provide first aid to a person who is experiencing an illness or an injury.